Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to your 25th Android tutorial. What we're going to do in this tutorial is basically get our new activity set up and add our references and introduce you guys to a little bit of Java. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new Java class. You guys probably already know how to do this, and we're going to call this class text play, whatever, something like that. And going to open that up. Again, this is going to be a regular activity that you guys might be familiar with, should be, hopefully. And extends activity. Again, we're going to import activity, and we're going to add the onCreate method by, again, source override unimplemented methods. And this is probably the last time I'm going to show you guys how to get your activity set up, so pay close attention. I wasn't even going to show you in this tutorial, but I thought I'd show you one last time just so you guys know what's going on. And now all we need to do, since this is a regular application, we're going to say set content view. Again, have this equal, and this is just setting up the reference to the XML that we just created. So r.layout, because it is a layout dot text. And there we go, we have our class set up for the most part. Now we also, anytime we set up a new activity, we have to define it in the manifest. If you guys remembered that. So I'm going to open up the Android manifest, and what we can do is we can copy and paste one of the default activities that we have set up and paste it. And then down here we're going to change again the text to, or our class name to text play instead of menu. And also what we can do is we can delete this whole intent filter. And I'll explain why in a second if you guys haven't figured that out. But why we can delete that intent filter is because all it's saying it's a default category. Sorry, it's a default category, so we won't really need that because this is going to kind of assign it as a default category anyways. That's just kind of for a special category like a launcher. The other thing is the action name. And we aren't opening these activities anymore by the action name because we're going to go into our, our menu class, and again it opens it by reference to the class name. So we don't even have to get the action name anymore because we're referring to the class path. And the other thing that we're going to do real quickly is set up, instead of example1, we're going to call this text play. Again, just like that class we set up, exactly the same text, case sensitive and everything. So now our list activity will be able to open this class. So that's why we kind of set up that list activity. I know it's kind of confusing to go through, but it's an easy reference to access all of our all of our new activities that we're going to create. So hopefully everything's set up and it's going to work now within our emulator. But the last thing we're going to do is just set up some references, and you guys probably know how to do this as well. So we're going to say button, because we have a button, and we're going to call this check command. So that's what we're going to call our button. Again, we have to import the button and set it equal to, or create that bridge over to the XML. We're going to say button find view by ID again, r.id dot, and we're going to look for our button. Is it button results? Yeah, it must be. So we're going to use button results. And I'm just going to, well, no. Then we're going to set up a toggle button as well. And the nice thing is basically the name is the exact same as the name in XML. So you guys, if you ever forget what type of variable you're setting up, most likely it's the same name. So there you go. We're going to call this password, or pass. We're going to call it pass toggle, or pass tog, like that, and set that equal to something. We're also going to import it so we can use it as a toggle button. And find view by ID. This is kind of a repetitious tutorial. We really don't probably need to go on anymore. I just want to make sure you guys are set up properly here. And again, we're looking for the TG or TB toggle button password reference. And the last thing we have to set up, well, two more things, I'm sorry. An edit text. We're going to call this input. Set it equal to edit text. find view by ID again, and then edit text commands. See, that's why I kind of use this kind of reference, so I kind of know if it's an edit text or whatever. It makes it simple for me to remember. You guys can label those however you want, those identifiers. Again, you have to import edit text, and we also have one last one, which was our text view. And we're going to call this display for the most part. That's a decent name, whatever. And we're going to set this equal to text view and text view results. So there we go. We basically have everything initialized for the most part, and I just wanted to review that because it's been a while since we used or worked with a regular activity and kind of made these reference bridges over from the XML. But again, this is probably the last time I'm going to show you guys how to set up an activity. But remember, every time you set up an activity, you want to define it in the manifest, and we're also going to change our menu class so it adds to the item for the most part. So we're going to save it and run it real quick. Make sure that list activity works. Sorry, I was messing around earlier. And that's kind of what the past, oh, I'll get to that in a sec, next tutorial or so. So hopefully this works. I don't know. Pretty boring tutorial. Really didn't learn anything new, just kind of reviewed. But you know, it's always good to review a little bit when you guys are new. So there you go. Now we have, whoa, I think my mouse just died. But now okay, no we don't. Now we have that new item, and again, it's when we click this, it's referencing it by the class name and starting the activity due to the class name, which will open this up. If you guys can't get that to open up, make sure that this list view item is the exact same as that new class that we created, or that new activity, and also make sure that that activity is defined in the Android manifest. So thanks again guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial where we'll do some Java programming. Have a good one.